Voila! Just a little bit of hoodie change in the background. That's perfect. Okay, so plan of the day, like I was saying, we'll be working on reviewing the GitHub documentation, making sure it's good. I just bought a new domain name today, so we'll be able to, because I didn't have any available. So I bought like a new domain name. We'll be able to follow the documentation about attaching a domain name to our URL shortener. So the two projects I will be working on today, or like reviewing the doc, it's mostly in GitHub, I think. It will be the URL shortener. So that's one, and the other one is here, Tiny Blazor admin. I don't need my profile. So let me paste that. I think this one, I think the duck is here for the domain, so we may follow that. Let me put that in the chat. So that's the URL shortener. You know what? Let's do it correctly. So let's do note. And then we do URL shortener. Is it buying domain name? Ginger sec. Yeah, no kidding. Welcome to the chat. Fuel Snabel. Fully Snabel. I don't know if I should say it in French or in English. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you're right. Like I'm pretty good. Like you will see, I don't have too many, but everything that I had was already kind of like booked or used. So I was like, well, then I need something else. Yeah. Well, you know, like I needed something, and you would see like that one. Like I don't know why I didn't. Well, I kind of know why I didn't buy it first, but yeah. Okay, and the Tiny Admin Blazor website. Let's do like this, and since I don't want to do any typo, we'll add that also to the notes. Note bing bada boom multipass, and voila. This way, Mr. CB, just here, will be able to track that, and you will be able to see that in the show notes. Show notes are a website, because I bought that domain too, behind my cloud. If you go there, you have all the stream history and everything, and you could go by projects. You will see all the projects. So if you go, for example, Tiny Blazor admin, you click here, you will see all the stream related to that project. You will have the link to the repo also and everything. So that's behind my cloud. That's the where you will find all the show notes, because all stream are archived also on YouTube. And I wanna get better at that. I know right now I'm a little bit late. I think, yeah. So 2 streams are missing. They are on YouTube. I just need to kind of clean up the notes. Time is a finite stuff. Should call what's the name of the streamer? Finite. I think it's like I forgot there. It's something finite. Forgot what is his name again. I don't have it. Severity Finite? I forgot. Awesome streamer. So yeah, so the plan of the day is this. I want to start by cleaning the Kanban board, or like not necessarily cleaning, but really structuring that. I see like now that I update this, a few people, thank you by the way, I will mention their name later. They are really reviewing the documentation, trying it, opening issue, being nice about the fact that it's not working and stuff like that. So it's always appreciated, because you know, like I put a lot of time in this project. So you know, when someone say this is crap, it's not fun. But yeah. So one thing I discovered today, and I was really happy. Let's open GitKraken. If you don't know GitKraken, it's an awesome tool. Like there are multiple tools. GitKraken is they have a Git UI, so this is to see your repository in a visual way. You could merge. You have like your pull request. There's tons of stuff. It's really awesome. I'm one of our ambassador. I like so much the tool that they told me, Frank, do you want to be an ambassador? I was like, yeah, of course. So if you do a referral in the chat, you could try it and have a chance to win when they do stuff. It gives the thing it gives to me when you use my referrals is it gives me points. And then when I have enough points, I buy stickers, t-shirts, stuff like that with those. Well, not buy, but like exchange those points and give back to the community. So I have a bunch of t-shirts that I give away. Copper Birdie win a Nintendo Switch using my my referrals. That was a big one though. It's not every day they do that, but that was pretty cool. So I'm using that. And they also, behind in Visual Studio Code, you have the tool CodeLens. Is it CodeLens? GitLens. They are there, like adding more feature in it. So you will see me using that. So if you're interested, referrals in the chat. Really cool. But what I saw today is in the workspace, you could group multiple GitHub repos. So in like an kind of an overview page, and I really like that. So I create one called Beyond My Cloud. Like, let me zoom a little bit because I know it's tiny, but you know, I put my little icon here. This is all like, see, when I made money on YouTube or even on this stream, though I did, I think, $25 since I start, and I've been streaming 3 years. So like, it's definitely not. I don't do that for money. I took that money, look on, what is it, Fiverr or something like that, look for someone getting started in the designing, and I asked him to make logo. So I'm always giving back the money. Like, this is not the plan for making money. So anyway, so behind my cloud, and I have many different things. And I just want to make the tour of this today because I saw this. And I thought it was really cool because I'm working on many different projects on different computers. So right now we are on Linux. It's Ubuntu that we're using right now. Oh yeah, Frank, come on. Spell it at least correctly. There it is. So we are on Linux right now. Let's unzoom. But I have a Windows machine, I have another PC. So sometimes like all the projects are not up to date. And I thought, you know what, like that's cool. And now you could say, hey, fetch all, and it will fetch for all the repository in one shot. I thought it was really cool. I don't know for you, but I thought it was really nice. So now I see that this is 22 behind the stream projects. Oh, that stream project is behind my cloud stuff. This one also, I need to update the screenshot and things like that. It's not that pretty. So yeah, so URL shortener and Tiny Blazor admin, those are the two projects we'll be working on today. And I moved the documentation in the wiki, so they are different projects, and I'm not sure how to manage that. I don't know how to manage that locally. Like what will be my structure? So for example, right now, let's go here. If I go, I have a folder called dev, and from there, I have like GitHub local. If I'm using Azure DevOps, I will have ADO. On this machine, I didn't do any project. Well, I have many projects, but apparently on this machine I didn't work on it, so like that's why I don't have ADO. And then on GitHub, then I will have the account. So if I'm working on my stuff, it will be here. If I'm working on you, it will be your account, and then your repo. So under that, I will have like all the repo. And I was like, okay, like if I do this, the wiki, should it go here, like wiki.az URL shortener? Because if I put it in, then it doesn't work. So I was not sure how to do it, and like what others are doing. Right now, I've been using the interface to do that. Any thoughts? If anyone is like familiar with the wiki, for me, like wiki and GitHub is kind of a new thing. Initially, I was always putting the docs as a markdown file inside the repo, but recently had issues with, in fact, the URL shortener, where I'm using isolated process with .NET and trying to deploy from a subfolder, because I didn't like having everything here, because, you know, like it's big. So I was like, okay, let's create a src for source and put all the source there. So like it's, this first page is a little bit more tight, narrower, is it the word narrower? Anyway, shorter. The list here of file arch is shorter, but it wasn't working. So maybe it's a bug, maybe it's a temporary thing, maybe it's my fault, like I didn't put it. It was working before, but with the isolated process, it didn't work. I've been talking with the PM of Azure Function and working on that. But anyway, so I move all the docs to the wiki now. So it's all here. We have multiple stuff, and yeah, custom domain, it's here. So we'll be following that, adding a custom domain. And I also, why I have 2 projects? Should be only 1. Okay, 1, open. Well, that one should be closed. Yeah, cool. Okay, so now we have only 1 project. Excellent. And I would like to see the board. Okay, that's cool. Like I added all of them from the stuff. There's a lot of stuff here. Move code to more object oriented. Oh yeah, I should do that. Yeah, it's true. Okay, so that's more in the cleaning state. Yeah, so what I want to make sure right now is I don't miss anything. So what I will do is go back in the project. Review the issues, and there's some discussion just to make sure, and from there we'll start working on stuff. I feel like today we'll be reviewing, like I said, the deployment. I don't think I have a deployment done for the admin website, so we'll do that, add a domain, and like figure all that out. Oh yeah, I said issue first. So issue first. So we have unable to resolve short URL. Okay. So I follow all the direction and review all documentation in this issue. Okay. Oh, cool. And I have also update from that. Excellent. We'll have a look to this. I've been able to test the default Azure App Service URL, like blah 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 blah, and it works. I create the vanity with the Storage Explorer default Azure URL, blah 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 blah. Works. Cool. I added a custom domain name, also a certificate from the video, and your note here. We should try to see if that still works. Okay, cool. Okay, the video. Oh yeah, I did the video. Okay, and I tested. That work. Cool. Custom API redirect. Ah, yeah, because yeah. Okay, I know how to change. Not sure what's appropriate behavior. I suspect the vanity is supposed to work. I think. Okay, cool. I should add the click field increment when I hit. Normal. Okay. Didn't there used to be some instruction for adding this custom domain? Configure itself. Didn't there used to be some instruction on adding a custom domain to the function configuration itself? Cool. So Fat Packet is extremely useful. He's reviewing the documentation and stuff. So definitely love your work, buddy. So we'll be working on that today. And I know exactly what's the problem. It's when we set the vanity. So we'll be doing this. So let's do this. We'll work on that. So let's add this in the to-do. So exclamation point to-do add unable to do the shorts URL bing. Another thing, like let's play a little bit. I'm definitely not landing for that one. It's Friday today. It's my coding, my tech day. Do you do anything special, Cloudies, on Fridays? I like to code. I like to focus. It's a quiet day. In my team, there's a soft rule saying no meeting, no nothing. So it's a time where you focus. I tend to keep a lot of high focus work for Friday, and I just like put some music, set the hoodie, and just like be in the zone. I love that. What do you do on Fridays? Okay, so that's good. So we'll be working on that soon. Oh, I should have. So to do. Let's do start 1. Cool. And if I go to project right now and I click here, I want to see the board. Why it's always in the list? Settings. Can I put it as like default? There it is. Hey, Mr. Magoo, how are you? Okay, so we just had one, right? It was, yeah, unable. This is definitely top of the to-dos. In fact, like, should be selected. Like, I want to work on that. So that's what we'll be working on today. Like I'm happy GitHub is having those things and it's working and the drag drop and stuff, but I miss so much the Git Kraken. If you didn't know, Git Kraken used to have boards. Can I have boards? Can I show that? And it's like they are not maintaining that. I guess like I was the only one using it. I don't know. I'm just so sad that this thing is going away. Like other tools. Yeah. Like yeah. Like some people are using Trello, but yeah. Did you land? No, huh, Mr. Magoo? Where did you land? I don't even see you in the screen. Where did you land? Should I go here? Okay, so we'll be looking into that. Cool. Yeah, let's assign it to myself. And I think that's a duck problem. Cool. Let's go back to issue. Securing URL endpoint. Is there a way to secure this function with an access key or refresh key or some mechanism so that if it's deploy well, so like he's asking because you could have a key. We could definitely do that. Like I didn't do it because it required a little bit more configuration and was trying to make it easier. I don't think it's that important because it's only read access. So that if this is deployed, that the URL is just open to the word for anyone to shorten. So in the version 3, so before in the previous version, the URL shortener had all the method to manage. So create, redirect, update the stats, delete, like everything. But now it's only the redirect and everything is done in the other project, Tiny Blazor admin website. So I feel like maybe, and I feel like Fatpacket is like a long time user, so it may be confused. Not confused because it is confusing, so maybe yeah, I don't know. Version 3 has only the redirect method. Capability. We could add, we could leverage, we could use the function level key. But I'm not that sure it's yeah, but not sure if it's that critical in this case. If we do that, will complexify the domain name configuration as the key would need to be in the Cloudflare rules. Complexity, that'll be, if we do that, I think, comma, it will complexify the domain name configuration as the key. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so that's not really an issue though, it's more a discussion. But yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's look for other issues. Should I turn it off? Should I close it? I don't think I need to close it. Securing, okay. Update, deployment, and documentation. Let's have a look. Would it be possible to provide an update install doc this step in okay? Okay. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I have to the domain work well, deployment works great, the button create resource required, the storage explorer decent, front end, but documentation should be included on how, what? The front end, but documentation should include a how to for the as well. Oh well, like it's in the other one. Maybe we should have like a. Okay, maybe we should have like a. When you finish installing, we could say, hey, next step, you should install Tiny Blazor admin and kind of bring the user on the other page. Maybe we could do something like that. I think the wiki should include some usage example. How I know how it works, Markdown doc is there, but maybe some example of using Postman to send to the endpoint. Yeah, with Postman, the problem is security, my friend. Okay, we could add this, so let's add another to do here. Okay. Exclamation point, to do, add, boom. Okay, so we're good with that one. What else? What else do we have? I feel like. Okay, that's me. Okay, and in the discussion, this one. Deploy fully, but URL manager doesn't load it in Tiny Blazor admin. So I think that one was kind of I answered it this morning. So person was not following the instruction. Storage table missing. I think. No, the test is with API. Time to work. I'm creating URL in each time. I'm like, yeah. Let's fix that. So, yeah, please check the doc. Until a custom domain, let's do a drop. Oh, maybe. I feel I will just land on the left of it. Oh no, we'll land far away. Until a custom domain is added and what's it called again? The rules, DNS rule. Those are DNS rule, right? How come surely bots are not showing up today? That's strange. Let's put the where I was here. Okay. Nope. Here. Yeah. Okay. It's normal until a custom domain is added. And DNS rules configured. The API is only available at, let's do this, I'll say app name. Hey, thank you for the following, Corey Redders. Welcome aboard, welcome to the stream. We're cleaning, validating the documentation. We finished 2 projects, a URL shortener and then an admin website to manage all those short URL. And we kind of went through quickly the documentation. I kind of validate the documentation for the URL shortener part, and like now I need to pass through the documentation for the admin website. And one thing I didn't do was adding a custom domain name. It's kind of mandatory if you're doing a URL shortener because that's why you're doing it. But I didn't have any domain, so now I have one. I bought one this morning and we'll be working on that. Oh, welcome in the official Cloudies then. That's the name I gave the followers. Not sure if you like it. That's how I call you all. So hopefully you don't mind. Well, happy to have you in the followers. Okay, so I want to do this, and then it was Azure website. I don't want to make too much typo. So Azure websites.net. So it'll be this dot Azure websites.net slash API slash URL and then Function name is URL redirect, right? Do I have a blank URL redirect? Oh, and we should put that as a code. Boom. What does it look like? Yeah. Yeah. Add a custom domain. That's the page I want to make sure we do today. Cool. Whoops. At. Okay, cool. Excellent. Reply. Great. So now we did insert this. Do we have any? And I realized I was not getting any notification of this, so I'm sorry if I made you wait for a long time. I need to be better with, I don't know, like I did try today to enable, so at least once a week I will receive an email, so I should know. Like I'm involved in so many GitHub repo that I cannot receive an email each time because it will just be incredibly spammy. Or maybe I could have like a bunch of ignore, I don't know, but I did that initially. I think I'm like involved in like 100, so like it was having multiple email every day. That's done now. Yeah, it's done. Should I close it? Do you close a conversation? I don't think so. I'll delete discussion. I'll keep it there. Hi everyone, I'm really interested in this app. Like, you know what? I think those are not bugs. I will go over it. I just want to focus on the code and the bug. Code to only deploy the Azure table. That's interesting. 26 days ago. Okay. Cool. Yep. You got it, my friend. That's excellent. Okay, so we keep it there. Cool. I'm sorry. Admin account doesn't work. Yeah. It's insert, right? Cool. Oh yeah, could I put it as an answer? Oh, I cannot put it as an answer. Yeah, okay. So that's good for the URL shortener. Yeah. Okay, so now the Team Blazor admin website issues no content deploy. Okay, recently installed, so that was 8 days ago. 7 days ago. Okay, I just randomly adding an endpoint, found that src client static web app config to URL trigger app, and was able to have the invite button clickable. What? You shouldn't have any invite button there. Okay, but after I had the invite link, the request of approval. What? Recently I installed a URL shortener in the tiny Blazor admin. When I hit the SWAT link, I get the page of my web app. Blazor, you land with 1. Whoop whoop. Okay, let's give it a try. I think everybody, it's time to try it, because let's do it. Okay. Look like it's the timing is good. But I won't. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Next time. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll validate the doc, and maybe something is missing. So let's try. Let's do this. To do add that's a lot of to-dos for today, but I think they are kind of all related. So hi, I really don't understand from the deployment description what Azure function is now responsible for authentication. I'm only getting the resource principal name. I found the tenant name October 12. I really don't understand from the deployment description what Azure function is now responsible for authentication. Is it possible that the README is updated with current name so that really clear where I should put it? Yeah, sure. Just not sure I understand what README. Let's have a look. Okay, once authenticated, the manage rel, so Syncfusion. Okay, deployment. Until automated deployment is created, you will need to deploy it partly step by step here, and it should be in the wiki. Yes, I am in the wiki. So we'll validate that today, I think. Okay, yeah, so I did clean that. So this README was, very recently. Okay, let's do that. This, again, 34. Congrats, my friend. You're just getting better and better, and I'm still missing the target. Oh, that looks kind of promising. just behind you. 34, 32. And I did 27. Screw you. Oh. Oh, can I do this? No, it's GitHub wiki, eh? If I put just wiki, does that work? Yeah. Oh no, it's issue wiki. Yeah, whatever. I'll put the long URL. Maybe it's just F Boucher Tiny Blazor admin wiki. If I do this, yeah, that looks okay. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. This way I don't yeah. So now the authentication is managed from in the Azure portal. Oh. Okay. We'll start with that. Did we have this? No, huh? Okay. So let's add this also to the notes, to the to-do. So to-do, add. Oh, I forgot to add them to the boards. Should do that. And start working because it's been 45 minutes. Okay, so let's add this one. So no status will be to do. Well, assigned to me, and it's a documentation. Let's go back here. I think I need more because I don't have to do is kind of like, yeah, you know what? Let's open the project. Can you open the project for real? I want to add a selected. Column status. Okay, that's cool. How do I add column? Maybe in settings, Frank? Settings. No. Custom field, add new field. Status. Cool. So I want to add another one, will be selected. And this selected, go here. Save options. Excellent. So now if we go back to the project, here, my friend, this is selected. Cool. Excellent. Okay, so from this and this one also should be in Oh, this one is in progress. No content deploy. Oh, like it's in progress. That's cool. Okay. That one has been very old. So, yeah. Okay. I think we got it. I think we have everything. So from the URL shortener, though, issue. Let's make a quick turn. Here we have selected. The second one. Let's do selected. Assign to myself. And I think it's also docs. Come on. Label. Doc. Cool. And then the third one. That's a lot of chit chat. Let's put. I think that one is in progress. Yeah. Cool. Excellent. So we have that. That's cool. Let's. Cool. So yeah. So I have a domain name about F. Bucheros. Kind of makes sense, right? My family owned for a very long time Bucheros, and that's why I was using F. Bucheros for Frank. I don't think we were still I don't think we still have Bucheros domain. Do we? I don't think so. Yeah. Well, so like that's why I register F. Bucheros, and I think that will be probably I will create a website eventually, kind of a hub for all my other projects, my blogs or whatever. Maybe that could be cool. But for now, we'll use that to try our stuff that we are missing. So right now, what I want to go is in the Azure portal. So we should say in the chat. Well, we should drop. And then we should say that the to-do done. We're done with the one. We're setting up everything. Cool. Tiny Blazer admin. So if I go here, the URL demo, I think, where is it? URL demo is the one I used, right? For like proving, not proving, but validating the documentation for deploying the URL shortener. So if I go here and I do this, whoops. In fact, if I do now this, no, it won't work. I just said API. Yeah, it looks like I'm having it here. Yeah, okay. And did we had any, if I open storage here, so what was the name of the, it was URL demo. Should be easy, right? And it was 70, yeah, URL data. That's the one I'm looking for. 76 WC. Cool. Excellent. So now if I go into the tables, I have my URL details. So see here, I had test 2 that I did, and it should go to the GitHub project. So if I go back in my stuff here and I do, do I still have that? Okay, cool. Well, now I do API, excellent, redirect, test 2. I should land in GitHub. Excellent. So that works. That part was explained in the documentation of their URL shortener. Let's validate that to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that's where we finished last time. So how to deploy the URL shortener. So let's do this. So we did that. Validate the deployment. So we do it with the test, right? And one thing here we could do is specify like, hey, now you could go and install. Yeah, I think that we'll add a stuff here to specify, hey, now you could go into the URL shortener, the storage explorer, or install the admin website. And kind of like, you know, like all documentation, not all, but a lot of time documentation page are referring one to the other. So I think that will be a good thing. Oh, and now I'm all capitals. I wrote everything in capitals, so if I land, that's the trick. I won't miss. Yeah, close, but no. So I think we'll do that. Yes. Yeah. So let's edit. Yeah. See. So this is a wiki page. And I should be able to have it locally. And I think if I do that, one thing that will be nice is also I will be able to have the images, rename the images. So instead of having like the bad name of the image, like this, like what I would have something that makes sense. Okay, so now we have that. So we could add another, so validate deployment. So now we could add a section, maybe what's next? Or yeah, what's next? I think what's next is a good one, right? Because I don't decide for them, I'm let them deciding what's next. Okay, I want to go back in the wiki. I need the wiki URL page. Now you could decide to add a custom domain name. So that would be here. The music today is a little bit, I don't know, cheesy. Feel like it's very close to be Love Boat. I don't want to sing too much, but yeah. Maybe now, comma, you could decide to add a custom domain name. And now, if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to do, oh, now I'm in the wiki. So I could just do this, then add the page. I think I could be doing this, even that. Or try it, or try to create, okay, or Now you could decide to add a custom domain name, a custom domain, or try it with the Azure Storage Explorer. Yeah, this doc was also validated. Yeah, I remember we changed this and this. Let's reread it again, but yeah. So if I go now here, stay at the bottom, here go up, I just want to preview. So now if I go here, no. Yeah, that wasn't a good. No, so like wiki, how to deploy. Okay. Doesn't look like it's the proper way to. Should I just do this then? Whoops. Let's try that. Now you could decide to, or try it. I think try it with the blah 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 blah. Okay, it doesn't like my dash. For the best experience, oh yeah, for the best experience, we suggest using the Tiny Blazer admin website. So here I should put so here that will be the deployment step. Deployment. Of this project here, and now all that is the link, and that needs to be absolute, right? So let's review those links. So here, add a custom domain. Now it's just GitHub add a custom domain. That one is good, that one is wrong. Okay, let's put let's put absolute link. So this page is how to storage. Okay. Right. So this is storage. How to storage. Boom. Okay, and the first one, I think it will just be this I'm missing. Add what's next section. Yep. Okay, cool. So now we have it. Oh, I should have. I don't know which. Like, it's all relevant to like docs. So now you could decide to add a custom domain or try to blah, blah, blah. For the best experience, we suggest to use the blah blah blah. Blah. Like here, read to know more. Cool. Or should it be like maybe it should be a list. Just what's next? Add a custom domain. Use this as an admin tool. Deploy the blah. Yeah, I think it would be better having a list. Feel more like if you go on the docs, documentation docs. Let's go to docs learn. Microsoft, you know, at the end of an install, let's say the install.net, if you go at the end, hopefully it will be that, you have feedback and you have recommend content or next steps. See, and it's now like next steps, how to do this, how to do that. So that's what I want to do. So I think it will be next step and not what's next. And I will just have like a bullet list of things. Maybe I should have a little bit of description because sometimes the title is not that. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. So let's edit that again. And now if we go down, instead of what's next, it will be next step. And will be like, boom, add this. So add a custom domain. right? So add the custom domain, how to use the Storage Explorer as an admin tool for the URL shortener, or deploy. Maybe here we could say no, I think that's it. Like deployment here, I don't like that, but like I'm afraid to change it now. So yeah. Yeah, I think this is better. Yeah, yeah, feel like this is what you do. You go there, and then you had a custom domain. Or you go here, and you use this. Or you deploy the thing. That feel more robust. Feel more finished. Let's do a drop. Okay. Let's add a custom domain. Of course, the beauty of a URL shortener is to have a short link that is done the best naked domain, like domain.com. To realize this, you would need to be expensive certificate, a wildcard. Doesn't fit your goal. We can achieve this nevertheless with domain.com or domain. Okay, so that's the YouTube stuff. Okay, so assigning. Let's start by adding a domain app. So I think I did that though. Probably not because I didn't have any domain. Okay. Let's go here in custom domain. So now I don't have any custom domain. Oh, I could have buy one. Should go like Frank demo. Maybe like yeah, maybe if can I URL demo? Create an app service domain. No. Let's use let's use what I have. not buying a new one. Was saying that earlier today. Yeah, just one more dummy. No, let's use what you have, Frank. It's temporary anyway. I will delete that once we're done here. New custom domain preview blade is now. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this one. Everybody had a custom domain. Cool. So enter the domain. So it's fboucheros.com. Excellent. Validate. I will be doing it with a record. No, CNAME. And now I think I need to hide some stuff. If I go secrets, oh, that's interesting. You see nothing. You're still in the cloud. Yeah, so now I need to create a txt and pay some value. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that, but like I won't, because I want to validate the duck, but I feel like it's so much private information. I think I can do, like I will set, like, yeah, give me a few minutes and I will make that work. Let's go with the domain, and I want to manage the DNS. Now I need the txt, so add txt, and it will be this, and the value will be, how can I have this, the full value? Okay, so now I added that. Now the CNAME www need to be changed so that I need to go here, add a www, a CNAME, and it will be www dot blah 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 equal to this, right? Well, that's what I did. Okay, so now I have those. Can I validate them? Validate. Oh, it's www. Yeah. Okay, let's share again. So what I did is I customize this, creating in my, so I bought the domain name on GoDaddy. So they explain to create a txt redirect, and they specify here the verification ID, and then they ask you to create a CNAME www because we are creating a domain with the www prefix. You do that, it can take up to 24 hours, something like that. I got lucky, got it like done. So now I could add it, and then I will be able to access my stuff. So now I have a domain, but it's not secure. Okay. So now if I go here and do this, but I should do HTTP / because HTTPS is not there yet. But if I do this, and now I do API, and then I do URL redirect, right? And then I do test2. Let's put that in the clipboard. Let's close that. We'll open a new browser. It should land on the GitHub page. Yeah, it's working. Indeed. So do I have anything to take, like, I have my OneNotes. Do I have Note or like some? I'm not sure I want to open that. I have the text editor. Yeah. just like temporary stuff. Okay. So now we have that. So let's just review to make sure I did correctly. So if I'm following the instruction here, that's what I did here, right? I went to custom domain, I click on that. Like I had it with the www, okay? And then I need to create the information they say. That's what I did. So I did like the txt and the CNAME exactly how it says. Okay. So look, it was like this. And now when it's available, then like your green, you should do the next step. So now we'll add the certificate. Okay. So to add a custom certificate, we can do the binding. So create a certificate, follow this instruction. It's pretty trivial. I need to go in the TLS SSL settings and click here in the private. Okay. So from here, I will search for TLS, voila. And I go in private and I will create an app service manage certificate. I already have fboucherose.com, www.fboucherose.com, so I create this. I did not even land. I had land once today. Not too bad. Okay, so now it's created. It's here, right? I don't want to delete it. So now I go back to my domain. Okay. Go back to my custom domain. Okay, so it's done. Now, once it's done, select the custom domain, create a free certificate. When the operation complete, you see the certificate. Private. Okay, cool. Go back into the custom domain, click add binding, and select the red not secure label, and you had blah blah blah. Okay, so let's do that. So from here, we're our custom domain, not secure, add binding, just like it says in the instruction. So now I'm doing this. I'm adding the WWF Boucherose, choose the certificate, matching this, and I'm doing, there's only one option, so I'm doing the SNISSL. Add binding. Now it is secure. If we go back into the doc, say voila, you can now call the URL shortener from your custom domain. Okay. So now if we do it, we should have like a try it. And now if we had the HTTP, now let's try the HTTPS. Hooland. Hey, Jason is here. Hello, Jason. How are you? Jason is my colleague and friend. Hopefully, you think you're my friend because I think you are. Well, let's open a new tab. Which HTTPS, and it's working. So we did had Jason, I think you're leading today, by the way, with 68. Mr. Magoo was leading since the beginning, but beginner's luck. You're not a beginner. You're a long time player on this game. Maybe today's beginner. Ready for the vacation? Or at least for the weekend. I have no plan this weekend. Well, it's not true. I have some repotting plants, gardening, indoor gardening that I need to do. Cool. So we did that. Okay. So we did follow this. I think what we could do here is just add a line to say, hey, try it. Now it's working with blah blah blah. I think that's what I will do, just so people can kind of follow and see so ready. Yeah, I believe you. Working so hard for so long. Let's add this. Okay, so today, Jason, we're just like making sure we have a few issue created, and it's mostly people are getting confused in documentation because so much changed that part of the documentation became unclear or not true. So we're validating that by reading the doc and doing what it says, so we could make sure that everything is matching the new versions. Okay, so here we could say when you have it green, green, comma, you are ready for the next step. Once entering, double check. Okay. Okay. Should we do a ting? Yeah, let's do this. Try validating the domain. Yeah. Okay. At this state, yeah, okay. So we now have a www domain mapped to the Azure function. At this state, only HTTP is configured. To try it, make sure you have at least one short URL created. Learn how to create one here. And this is the place where people can do that. Boom. Okay, to try it, make sure you have at least one created, comma. In a browser. Type. HTTP. I think during those example though, I was using the 07F. 07F, I think, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe I should do that. And I think I will go here instead. Yeah. And do this. It's API, then URL redirect. And I think here I was using 07f.ca. 07f.ca. You know what? Let's just have a look, and at the same time, I will make sure that that's what I was using. Yeah, so 07F was. So I know today we're testing with F Boucheros, but because the doc referred to the 07F, that's why in the text I put 07F. We know it's working anyway. So it was, where was it? Yeah, validating the domain. So now we have a www domain map to. Maybe I should just put, yeah, map to the Azure function. At this state, only HTTP is configured. To try it, make sure you have your learn how to do it in the browser. Type blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think I will. Like I said, I wanna. So I don't like this. So let's do this instead. And I will do this just so it's a bit more. Okay. And at the beginning, I don't like either the, it creates URL when it sees those things. So I want to remove that. So we have, and of course, the beauty of have a URL shorten is to have shorts URL, short links. think that's better. Let's drop. It's been a while. Drop. Maybe I will be lucky. In the corner. That's bad, I think. I don't know. Okay, so add, validate. Oh, no. Let's add the validate with the HTTPS now, right? I've validate the domain, so blah blah blah, and I land in my face. That's where I land. Oh, it sounds strong, strange. Shouldn't have to say that. It's too late. Okay, so now let's add a certificate to support Bliss. The custom domain has been blah blah blah. Set a custom domain, one operation, go back to custom domain, click add binding, set a domain. Voila, you can call. Voila, you can now call your from voila, you can now call your from your secure custom domain. I'm not supporting anymore version 1, so I think I will remove this. What was the image? Let's have a look to the image. Is it v1 only related? No. Okay, so let's remove that part because we're not supporting anymore v1. Here. Now let's add a new section. Whoops. Okay. Not bounded, binded. It's 2D binded. It's 1D. How do you spell binding? No, it's 1D. I knew it. Why don't you like that? So where was it? Mr. Magoo. Mr. Magoo, Jason just beat you though. What was your high score? Jason, I think, got 67. So you just lost the lead. Yeah. Jason is kicking ass today. Let's try with an emoji. Let's try... well, let's try Mr. Fritz. Whoa. HTTPS, blah, 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 blah. As an example, a complete download like this. Cool. So now we have that. So add the date, HTTP, and HTTPS. Cool. Right. And nobody lands. Does it work for you if you do exclamation point stat in the chat? Do you have your stats? If I do that, I used to have like a list of everybody, but now it doesn't work. It's only give mine. Oh, maybe it scores. Forgot what it was. Scores, maybe? Ah, that's okay. It was score was all the scores. Yeah, I think you need a S though, Blazer Magoo. So it's stats. And apparently you could do scores too. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know. I thought it was only me. Well, like I know because I created it. That's I didn't remember. And I think stats will show it in the chat. Oh, it give mine? No, it's give yours. Yeah. So I did try 11 times today and have 27. You try only 7 times and got 34. And Jason tried 1 time and he got 67. Because Jason is a master. Okay, so now we have that. We're following this. So now add a certificate to support HTTPS. We have that. And Blazer and Mr. Magoo will try to... Oh, that looks... it was close though. I was looking very promising. -2. Jason, you're leading today, my friend. And again, it looks very promising. Oh, 14. Not that promising. But you landed. You have a very good landing stats. Okay, remove the www subdomain. So this section is to fake naked domain. So create an account in Cloudflare, and then we'll need to change DNS. Whoa! So I pass in front of Mr. Magoo, and I'm following, so I'm in second position today. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I think I will have some problem. Mr. Magoo, don't be mad. Don't be mad. You know, you were leading for the entire stream. Yeah, so now I need to change that. And then edit the page, and this is the part that is important, and that's what I think was missing. And I think this part here is not required, and I should change it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we did follow the domain stuff. Doesn't look good, my friend. It's like sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, okay? I think I will redirect people to that part of the dock here. Let's click here. Let's go back into the issue we had. I think I will copy the image. So let me explain what I'm writing. Oh, like I should change corner though. So what I'm trying to specify here is before. So I'm trying to make him look at the documentation, and the thing that change is here now in the mapping in the new version. You need to change your mapping because now because before we had the proxy inside the Azure function. So when you are typing just the domain, inside the Azure function, we had a proxy file that was redirecting by default on URL redirect. But now that doesn't exist, so we need to have the full URL here. And that's what I want to kind of specify here. Doesn't have proxy anymore. Proxy doesn't have proxies anymore. Okay. In the previous version, the Azure function proxy was redirecting all traffic by default to our API. And sorry, that was French. API/URL redirect. However, now that this come on. Now that this is not supported, the complete URL needs to be specified into the rule. That's also good for you, Jason, if you're still using the URL shortener. You will need to change that. You know what? So if I go here, it needs to be like this. Viva! Viva! Indeed. Yeah, so that's cool for this one. Okay, so this one was about, is there a way to secure with an access key? Oh, we did already answer it, right? Okay, cool. Upload, deploy document. I think we have everything here. I didn't validate the deployment though. Damn it, I didn't do that. We'll need to do that. And it's not easy for me because since I'm the owner and I need to clone it, I need to create like an entity, a community, I forgot what it's called, a group. Cool. So I think we did great today. Pirate software is live. Tim Baudet is live. Honest Dan. There's many live streamer.
I want Twitch to get better at this stuff.
Okay, on Twitch, what he's doing? He's playing. Okay, what Tim's Buddha is doing. Telling the world about games. Oh, that could be interesting. And that's an ad, so I have no idea. Honest V is Explore Day 7. Honest Jam V. How many people do we have? 6 viewers. Maybe we could go raid Timbo there. Right? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Where is it? Chat? Where is it? I don't have raid anymore? Raid. Oh, I don't see Timbo there. There he is. Cool. So I wish you all, let's go big. I wish you all a great weekend. Enjoy your time off, Mr. Jason. And I will see you all next week. Except Jason, I don't want to see you next week because I want you to disconnect and be having fun. But yeah, have fun. Code and ducks. It's important. Say hi to Tim and I will see you next week. Bye.
It shouldn't go to the other project, right?